Okay, so here we go. Top question for me is from Steve Darrow, and he says, you talked about Natasha introducing you to Russian comedies. Have you introduced Natasha to classic American comedies such as Blazing Saddles, Airplane, Holy Grail, okay, technically not American, Young Frankenstein, and the like? What did she think? What are her favorites, and what are your favorites? So obviously that is a film question. It wasn't a two-way street in the normal sense of the word, Steve, because you would think that, okay, she shows me all of these Russian comedies that I'd never seen or heard of before, with actors that are just enormously famous in Russia. I've just never heard of them. And so it was a tremendously great surprise for me to see these movies and to see how well made they are and how genuinely funny they are, and that whole thing was a great learning experience for me. But when I tried to turn it around, basically, and do exactly what you suggested, we came head to head with this whole idea of America's soft power, and we don't realize the power of our soft power. What I mean by that is I didn't have to show her Blazing Saddles or Airplane or any of those things. They'd all seen them. They grew up on them. Her favorite comedy, at least the ones that we've talked about, is Spaceballs, which is one of my least favorite comedies. But she's seen it all, or almost all. And Russia, as well as other places around the world, they grew up with our culture, and we didn't grow up with theirs. And there's a lot of things out there that we're missing, and at the same time, there's a reason for why Russian kids grow up with American TV, and so do Japanese kids and German kids and English kids and all the rest. It's because it's a story that's exportable to everybody. America's the land of the free, home of the brave. I cannot, of all the things that I hate the most about the last 10 years, is I hate the fact that I always feel like I have to qualify that now. Like, say it's a free country, so, it used to be. It's absolutely horrible for me. However, this idea of freedom and so on, it's an exportable idea, and people are interested in it, and they want to watch it. And there is, let's put it this way, aside from the comedies, one of the things I watched were some of their children's cartoons. Let me just adjust this just a little bit. There we go. And the cartoons that they have for kids are just, in virtually all cases, they're just incredibly dark. Wolves chasing rabbits. Of course, we have coyotes chasing rabbits, but this guy's got a lot more teeth. And I don't know. It just seemed more intimidating. But she showed me this story that's apparently one of these classics, Russian classics that everybody watches, and it's a story of a little hedgehog that goes out walking, and he's out in the fog, and he kind of gets lost, and there are all sorts of dangers and threats. But it is the most charming thing I think I've seen in a long, long time. And this got me thinking too. American kids would not be able to follow it. Even kids my age, because this was made in I want to say in the 60s, I guess, 60s or 70s. I remember thinking, watching this with her, I thought, I'm not sure that American kids would have the attention span to follow this, because it's about 15, 16 minutes long, and it's absolutely charming. It's just terrific, just charming. So, we get our pros and our cons here. But the Russian trend line is definitely up in terms of their culture, and I don't like the way ours is going, and that's why we do what we do here. And once again, thanks to the members who are making this show possible and all the rest of them. Okay, let's see, moving on here.